Hey guys, welcome to Social Media 101 for Facebook. We're going to take a deep dive into the basic overview of how to manage your property's Facebook page. And first up is you need access to the Facebook page, and this is how you do it. You enter a marketing help desk ticket just like this, and you go to marketing, online services, and from here you enter your name, obviously, and I'm going to assign this ticket to myself and hopefully get access to the Foundry's Facebook page and help manage that on as the Foundry. So for site, I choose the property I'm wanting to do, and this stuff might auto-populate for you, and you might not be able to select me as the technician, but the big thing is to make sure that you select social media and online services. And then in the subject line, just let us know what you need access to. Is it Facebook, Instagram, Twitter? Just put as much detail as you can in there. I'm going to add this request, and it was assigned to me. Whenever you guys enter tickets, it's not always assigned to myself. The team kind of filters through those things. So eventually it gets assigned to me. And here I just want to get a quick blurb to Google Chrome. I use Google Chrome for managing all of my properties accounts. So I have each property has its own profile here, and you can easily add additional profiles if you want at the bottom. But it just helps me so I don't have to log in and out of Twitter and Instagram all day long. Everything is already pre-logged in. I just click on the profile I want and head to the social media platform that needs something posted onto it. So here, I'm just going to go ahead and head to my personal one. And the great thing about Google Chrome is if it's synced to your Gmail account, you can get access to this anywhere from any computer. You just log in, and it's brilliant. I use it all the time. Even when I don't have my PC, I'm still able to log into my Chrome account and have access to all my passwords. So I'm going to head to my personal Facebook page. And this is what you have to do after you enter the marketing help desk ticket is you need to like the Facebook page from your personal profile. So here I'm heading to the Foundry's page, and I'm going to like it as myself. I can't add you to the Facebook page unless you've liked it. So you just literally hit that like button, and now the Foundry has been liked by my own personal page. And the next steps are what I do on my end. I don't know if it's really something you guys care or want to know about, but I then head to Mark's account, and Mark is the alias name for the marketing department at Buckingham. So Mark Buckingham is our Facebook account, and he holds all of the ad accounts and Facebook pages under his profile. So I'm heading to the Foundry's page here, and I just pop over to settings, and in settings there's a category where you can look at people and other pages, and this is what I look at to see what you look like on Facebook and what you go by. So mine should be the first on here since I just did this a few seconds ago. And I see that Jessica Foster is Jessica Foster, and that's kind of what my profile picture looks like. So that way I can ensure that I add the right person to the page, because there's probably thousands of Jessica Fosters out there. So I just want to make sure I add the right one. So from here, I see that Chris is an editor to the page. He's the property manager, and then Mark, obviously, and then I'm going to add myself here. And now I have access to the page. So if you see a notification from Mark Buckingham, that is us. And sometimes it asks for you to accept the invitation. So just make sure you check your notifications after I close the ticket, which also in this closure, I add any of the Instagram and Twitter credentials that you need. So those would be put in here. So whenever I close it, it sends an email to you. So you always have the Instagram and Twitter passwords in your email. But I would go to your notifications once I close the ticket just to see if you need to accept the invite from Mark, and if so, you just click on the notification from Mark and go from there. So on your homepage, you'll see on the left-hand side all these options to choose from, and I have my shortcuts are some of the pages, but here you'll click on pages from Explore and then select the page that you want to work on. So here I'm going to work on Ayrton Midtown's account. Also with accepting page access, you need to do that on your desktop, not mobile. That is only desktop friendly whenever you're accepting an invite from Mark to have edit access to the page. So from here, I know that I'm posting as Ayrton Midtown because the profile picture is right next to Write a Post. So I'm not posting as Jessica, but as Ayrton Midtown, and that's my first key indicator that that's how I'm going to share my content. And with Facebook, there are just so many options to choose from when posting content to the page. You can post an offer, which I'm hovering over right now. You can post an event, which you see to the left. You can go live, which is a lot of work. I don't know if you guys ever want to do that, but you can go Facebook Live and do a video series if you wanted to. To the right, you see job posting as an option, so you can post a job on Facebook and filter through the resumes with your inbox. And you can post a photo like what you see right here. There's just so many options, and it's a little overwhelming. So my comment to that is always less is more. Yeah, there's all these awesome features, but if you can't manage it all, then don't put that burden on yourself. Just keep it to the basics. And those basics are obviously writing a post, just like you saw before this, posting a photo or video, and then also doing an event or an offer. Those are pretty much the basic ones, and you can see all of them right there whenever you click on those dots. Check-in is a really popular one for people who frequently go to lunch with their team. They can take a picture at lunch and then check into the restaurant that they were at. And then people who follow that restaurant will see your picture on Facebook. But then, like I said before, above that, photo and video is also a good one to keep in your back pocket. But other than that, all of these are just a lot of work, very time consuming. I just feel like they're not worth your guys' extra effort. Whereas checking in, posting a photo or video, doing an event or an offer, or just writing a generic post are the things to focus on at this time. I'm hovering over feeling an activity. That's a fun one to do if you're excited the pool's opening. Like, just keeping it very simple is the key here. So for Ayrton, we're actually just going to post an offer. This is a great way to showcase your special offers that you have going on for the month. And for Ayrton, they have 1 month free. So I'm going to go ahead and promote their 1 month free with the title. And they're also doing $1,000 look and lease. So I added that here, but in the top right hand corner you see you only get 50 characters, and this is too many characters. So I'm going to omit the second half here because I want to make sure that I can post this content. And the expiration date is great. So if your special offer expires on a certain date, you can put that here. This one expires at the end of the month, so I'm just going to leave September 30th, and that's a Sunday, and they close around 5 p.m., so I'm just going to leave that there. And then no matter what, whenever you're posting social media content, always have a visually compelling component to the post. So always add a photo, a video, a link to a website that has a photo added to it. Anything that you can post that grabs the consumer's attention is the way to go. So here I'm going to add a photo for Ayrton, and if you don't have access to the professional photography for your property, just put in a marketing ticket and we can get you a downloadable link so you have access to all of those at all times. And based off Ayrton's feedback, I know that they get more traction and engagement on images that showcase the model home. So I'm going to post a picture that we have of their model home here, and we have thousands of pictures. I'm just going to choose this one here because of time's sake, and it's what we need. It's a visually compelling photo of their interior model home. So just click that. And then you see below, where can people redeem this? I always make sure that in-store is checked because that's when you guys turn it on. That's when you do your sales pitch, your elevator pitch, whatever you want to call it, and you create that relationship with the customer. So I always want them to come in-store to redeem this. Therefore, you don't need a promotional code because it's not an online promotion, but you do need to add terms and conditions, and we just add the Buckingham Standard lease terms, move-in dates, and restrictions apply. Contact us for details, just to make sure we cover all of our bases with this special offer. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and either publish, which you click right below the terms and conditions box, or next to publish, you see this downward arrow. That gives you more options to schedule this special offer if you wanted to at a later date. If you know your November special offer, you could go ahead and schedule it now if you wanted to, but for this purpose, we're going to publish right now. And now your post is live on the page, and you can check it out. Right here. And this is a great, offers are awesome to do for resident referrals. You can post resident referrals through the offer feature, and because most of your residents are following your page. So that's awesome content to have to showcase and reward your residents for getting those referrals. The same thing also goes for events. So you see that event category in the middle there above read a post. Resident events I know are sometimes public or private, and you don't really allow the public to come, but just posting those on Facebook give prospects the idea that you have a sense of community at your apartment homes, and it'll be more enticing for them to kind of go with you if they see that you organize and have resident events for people to attend, especially with the millennial crowd. So that's also a great thing to be posting on your Facebook pages. So from here, I am going to show you how to post on the Facebook page. So I'm stealing some pre-written content that I have, and I'm going to head over to Buckingham Companies' Facebook page and share some exciting news about the foundation. So once I'm on Buckingham's Facebook page, I just head to that write a post box, and I'm just going to paste my content in here. And with this kind of content, you want to make sure that you have an enticing introduction. So I have a question. You could always have a call to action, like check this out or see more images, just something that grabs your reader's attention to make them want to read more. So here I have, did you hear? And I hope that engages them to want to continue on. And I'm going to go ahead and tag Off the Wall Charlotte, which is the nonprofit that the foundation supported. And you just use the @ symbol to do that, and then it should auto-populate. And once it does, you select that page. And with this post, I grabbed a link from the foundation's website, and it auto-populated an image, a tag, and a description for this link, which automatically should be pulling for most links on the internet. And since I have this and it's visually compelling, this link actually causes some confusion for the onlooker. They can't glance at it and read it quickly. It's kind of jumbled and congested. So you can go ahead and select and delete this because the link is already pulled in your content below. So you really don't need that additional one for people to click on. They can just click on the picture and it takes them to the foundation's website. So I always spell check and make sure everything looks good before I publish or schedule out. So that looks great. I'm going to go ahead and head down to the bottom. And I'm going to schedule this content out. So just hit the down arrow here. And you can either backdate your content too, which doesn't make much sense. No one would see it if you did that. Or you can save it as a draft if you want somebody to approve it before you share it. So I'm going to go ahead and click schedule because I want to schedule this content out. And we always schedule content during commuting hours. I know that's so sad that people are texting and driving and all that kind of jazz, but we get the most engagement from our content that's either scheduled in the morning, at lunch, on the way home from work, or way late at night when people are scrolling while they're in bed. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule this for 5:45 p.m. In this box below, distribution schedule allows you to stop newsfeed distribution. So say people only get on Facebook on Saturday, but you're scheduling a special offer that ends Friday, you would select this feature and end distribution in the newsfeed for Friday afternoon. So that way, if they got on Saturday morning, they didn't see the post and get discouraged because it's already expired. So it's just providing great customer service for your prospects to make sure that they don't see content that might not be applicable anymore based off their social media content consumer schedule. And it's the same thing. You would just select the date and the time. But since this post doesn't need to be expired, I'm not going to select this option, and I'm just going to hit schedule out. And so now that this is scheduled, you can easily find it by heading to the top of the Facebook page, and right under this share a recent photo from your Instagram account, you see 2 scheduled posts. And you can click that see posts option that hyperlinks to that page, or you can go directly there from Publishing Tools. So I'm going to hit Publishing Tools at the top. And from here, you have a lot of additional features that you can look into. You can see all of your scheduled content, all your published content, drafts, expired posts. They're all listed on the left-hand side here. And so if you just go to scheduled posts, you'll see all of them here. You can also edit your content here and reschedule it for another time, or you can hit the create in the top right-hand corner and create more scheduled content. Your drafts are housed underneath scheduled content, and then the expiring posts that we were just talking about are here. And we'll get more into the Publishing Tools page at a later time, but this is just a great place to find all of your content that you've posted on the page. And like here, you can see how many people it reached and what their clicks and actions were, in case your property managers need to know the metrics behind the social media engagement you have going on. At the top of the screen, you'll see all these other options you have with your Facebook page. You have the inbox, the notifications, the insights, publishing tools, and promotions. Notifications is one that when anybody likes or comments on any of your posts, they get filtered into that notifications tab. It's a great way to see who's engaging with your page, invite them to like your page. You can also see your reviews, your mentions, and your check-ins. I know you can reply directly to your reviews from Chatmeter, and now Facebook does recommendations rather than 5, 3, or 2-star reviews. And you can reply to those instantly in there, but if you ever wanted to just go in here and reply to those, you can do so by going to notifications and then clicking on reviews and replying to those directly from here. And the same goes for mentions and check-ins. Say someone checks into the Gramercy pool because they had a pool day. You can always look at those and then reply to them in the comments like, "Thanks for coming. We hope you had a great time." A lot of people use the mention and the check-in for doing some negative comments, negative reviews. So I highly suggest you check those notifications for those 2 features just to make sure that you reply to any negative comments that your residents might have. So here I'm going to show you how to like another page from your Facebook page, and it sounds easy, but it's not, because you just liked the Foundries page in order to get access to it, but it's a little different whenever you're liking as your page. So I'm going to head to Facebook from Mark's account, and I'm going to go check out Penrod Arts Fair, which is an art fair happening this weekend in Indianapolis that I think it would be nice if River House liked the page. I'm going to say like a lot right here, so just be prepared. So I go to Penrod Arts Fair, and what's interesting is that their name is the same as their messages name, and that's good to know. If you were to tag them in any posts, you know that Penrod Arts Fair is what they prefer to be, is what their tagging capabilities are for. So that's good to know. And you would think just by clicking that like button underneath the cover photo would allow you to like the page, but that's not correct. It means that Mark, who the profile picture is of, is liking this page. You need to go to the ... and click on that. And then if you scroll down a little bit, it says like as your page. You select that, and it brings up a pop-up that allows you to like the page from any of the ones that you have access to. So I'm going to do River House Broad And this is a great thing to do in order to show that you're involved in the community, because on your Facebook page, it lists out pages that you like and pages that like you. So this is a great way to show a sense of community in the Broad Ripple area, and when people are looking at the page, they might be inclined to click on River House's profile if they see it. Now I'm going to show you another property that we want to like as well. We're going to go to Newfields, which is what they call the IMA now. And Newfields is interesting because unlike Penrod Arts Fair, their handle is actually Newfields Today. So anytime I want to tag them in a post, I need to make sure I put Newfields Today in there. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to like as Riverhouse. So now that I've liked these 2 pages, I'm going to go ahead and write a post that involves both of them from Riverhouse Indy. And I'm just going to take this content I already wrote for this. And I just want to say something real quick about the Facebook pages. Buckingham has a strict branding guideline when it comes to the pages. If you notice, all of our profile pictures are the property logo, and then all of our cover photos are shots that are of the property. So during the summer, we usually do a pool shot, and then during the winter, we usually do an exterior image or a picture of the model home. This is consistent across the board, and it is set as so by the marketing department, so we prefer if you guys were to change it anytime if you were promoting like an NFL team on your property logo or anything like that, you need to put in a marketing help desk ticket in order for us to approve that kind of change, because our branding is pretty consistent across the board. And the same goes for the About section. All of them say equal housing, and all of them have the social media phone number associated with your property. So here I'm going to go ahead and tag Penrod, and it auto-populated for us, which is great. And I just select it, and then I also want to tag Newfields. And the same thing goes here. We already have a great link, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this one because the image is pulled below. And say you want to add an image to the link that gets pulled. Like here we have 4, but we want to add another one. You just click this box here, and it instantly pulls up your computer browser. So you can select a different image if you want. This is great if you're pulling in a link from your website, say for the amenities page, and you want to add a picture of the fitness center. You can do so by doing that. Here we have 4 great images though, but this is a lot. I think I'm going to remove 3 and only keep 1. So to remove them, you just click on the box. And so now I only have 1 image selected, and you can see that with the blue one on the Penrod Arts Fair graphic. And this newsfeed distribution is a little different. You see this share now. Well, just click down below and you can schedule out this post for later. It's a little different from Erickson's. It's just an upgrade that Riverhouse got to have that Erickson hasn't had yet. And since this event is this weekend, I want to make sure it's not posted after Sunday. So I'm going to go ahead and select Sunday's date and 2 p.m. just because if any of my fans get on Monday, I don't want them to be discouraged that this event already happened. And then I'm going to hit schedule post. So you'll see above Riverhouse's cover photo all the options we were just talking about: inbox, notifications, insights, and publishing tools. I promised we'd come back to publishing tools because I just want to go over a few other additional items that we didn't cover before. So like I said, along the left-hand side, you have all these options to choose from, and we went over the post part, but we didn't get to go over the jobs, which are job applications. If you post a job posting on your Facebook page, all applications and resumes are filtered through here. And then the videos tab also hosts all your videos that are posted on Facebook. You can also cross-promote some posts. So if you and a property are nearby each other and you both attend the same event, one of you can take a video and share it with the other one so they can cross-post on their own account too. There are other options available to you as well. Under Tools, you'll see Creator Studio and Sound Collection. Those are for properties that might have a social media manager from multiple sites. So for Mark, he has access to the Creator Studio and he utilizes it for scheduling out content a lot. But for you guys, I don't think it's very necessary for you to have to utilize. And then below, you'll see other options with branded content, which is whenever you tag other brands, you might have to review or accept them tagging you as well. And then lead forms are lead ads that we have, which are filtered into your CRM queue automatically. But if you need a refresher, you can always go back to this option and see the leads that have come into your queue since then. And then below that, you also see your events, which are published and archived, and you can review those as needed. So moving on, we're going to head over to Insights. And Insights is a great way for you to report on the metrics that you have from your page. So if your property manager or regional manager wants to know what the ROI is with the time that you're spending on these social media platforms, you can find all that information here. And I always do the 28-day page summary so I can see what's been going on the past month, and it gives me a breakdown of the metrics that go with each action. So I had 8 actions on the page, I had 25 page likes, my reach was 18,834, which is pretty amazing. And it just gives you a quick breakdown that you can screenshot and send as your report if you ever needed to. Along the left-hand side, you'll see other options that you can break into with the metrics, such as followers, reach, actions on page, etc. The only ones that are really important for you guys are the posts one. And with the posts, it allows you to take a deep dive into when people are taking an action or are on Facebook who follow your page. So here you'll see at the top of the page numbers that go with each day of the week, and then below is a line graph that showcases the number of people who are online and at what time. So for River House, they don't have a lot of followers yet, but it's very obvious that Sunday seems to be the day that most of their followers are on Facebook. And whenever you hover over that day of the week, you see a line graph below that illustrates the time of day they're online. And it looks like for this property, most people are online at 9 p.m. And you can see that through the line graph below. So if I was the social media manager for River House, I would make sure that I have something scheduled on Sundays between 7 and 8 p.m. So that way when most of my followers are online at 9 p.m., they see that content. And you can hover over each of the days and see the times that are associated with actions on the page. Another one I want to go to is likes. I do not measure a page's success based off the number of likes they have, because nowadays you can buy social media likes, which is really sad. But this just gives you a great representation, trend over time of your page likes to the page, which is really cool to look at. And then I just want to go over the 2 different kinds of reach. There's paid reach and there's organic reach. Organic reach is the content that you guys are posting now. It's the mixer that you have at the pool, it's the floor plan of the week, it's all that fun stuff you guys are posting. The paid content is what marketing team is posting. It's got ad dollars behind it, it's for website clicks, it's for page likes, it's for lead ads. All of that content is what we're posting and putting money behind from your budgets, and you can see that with the dark orange metrics in that little bar graph there. And then lastly, I just want to go over the inbox on your page. Inbox is what you make it. It can be a great tool for sending emails, communicating with residents, communicating with prospects. It all depends on what you make of this feature. So if you click on inbox, and you can see that there's 3 new notifications for River House to check out here. And once you click on inbox, it'll give you 3 different sections. And the one that auto-populates is your actual inbox, the private messages that you're receiving. And anytime someone messages your inbox, like my example here, I messaged River House this morning, it automatically sends the thanks for messaging us message that we auto-populate for you. So these are already created and already sent anytime someone messages the page. In this day and age, people want an instantaneous response, and if they want that, this is what they get. And then if they want a quicker response, they can always call you guys, and we utilize the social media phone number here. So this is automatically populated. You don't need to do anything with that. It just gives your prospects and your consumers another way to message your team if they want a quicker response. So if I was Brandon or the leasing consultant here, I would write a reply in this box right here, or you can choose a saved reply. And there are some saved replies that you can create if you wanted to do so on your own. At the bottom you see create new reply, and you can do that. You can do one if you know the pool is going to be closed and you're going to get a lot of negative feedback. You can automatically have one that says you're so sorry, it'll be reopened on this date. The options are endless with this inbox feature. And those saved replies, they definitely save you a lot of time, especially if you have job applicants feeding in. You can automatically put the talent manager's email address in there, and anytime you get a job application, you can automatically have them message Ashley or whoever the talent manager is for more information. But here, if I was Brandon, I think this needs a personal response because I'm specifically asking for a 1-bedroom home, and he would reply, I'm Brandon, the leasing consultant here. We'd love to give you a tour. Let's schedule one this weekend. Obviously, it would make more sense than what was posted here. This is just for time's sake. But say there are multiple people managing the inbox, mark as done is a great way for you to check that you've already responded to this message, and so the other person doesn't need to worry about it. So if you just click that, it disappears, and they never have to look into it and see if it got a response. And if you want to go back and check that, you just click that button and click done. Or you can mark it as a follow-up. There's so many options with inbox, and you can get really in-depth. It just depends on how much you want to use it. And then Facebook and Instagram, they filter in the comments to your posts in here, which is really nice. So that way you always know when you need to comment back to someone. So here I would hit this reply button, and it would reply and comment on Instagram right below there to May the period, whatever that is, whoever that is. And this is a great way so you don't have to log into your Instagram account and reply to every comment. You can just do so straight from Facebook Messenger. And this is an awesome tool. And then you just, to send the comment, you just click the paper airplane in the bottom right-hand corner. Okay, so we're going to move on to how to share a post when you don't have a lot of time to do so on your own. So like say you're crunched for time and you just need something on the Facebook page, you can share content that other people have created for you. So you just head over to Facebook, and I'm going to go to the Cabaret's Facebook page and grab some posts that they've done to share on Library Squares. So I'm heading to the Cabaret, and they posted something a couple days ago about an award they won, so I'm just going to share that on Library Square's Facebook page since I don't have any time to write something on my own. So there's all these options. If you want to like the post, you can like it. If you hover over, there's other options and emotions you can share. You can write a comment there, and then you can share. Buffer is an extension that I don't think any of you have, but sharing is what we want to do here, so we're going to share this. There's options to share it on your page, on a public page, but we want to do it to a page we manage. So you click that, and then you select Library Square. And I'm just going to write a quick, congrats, so proud of you, exciting, Cabaret, blah, blah, blah. And you see that the congrats is in orange. It's because nowadays Facebook auto-populates emotions for your timelines. When you're scrolling, you'll see some kind of motion graphic that happens. So for happy birthday, you might see balloons. For this, you're going to see confetti pop. It all varies. So that's fine. And with shared content, you cannot schedule it out. You have to post instantaneously, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, you're crunched for time. So I'm just going to go ahead and post this because I need something on the page. And that is super easy and great for last minute content that you need. So a few more things I want to go over is sharing an image versus sharing a photo gallery. So we're going to go to Buckingham Companies, and I'm just going to post one simple image on the page. This is great for just posting anything you need to. Fitness center, we love having a 24-hour fitness center in the summer or in the winter, so you don't have to run outside, anything like that. So you just click that first option, upload photo or video. And I'm going to pick one real quick here. And I'm going to schedule the pulled hammies are at it again next week. And I'm going to schedule this out for Mondays because that's when we play. But then I realized I made a mistake. That's our last week to play. And it's really easy to edit content, like I said, on Facebook and Instagram. So I'm just going to hit cancel real quick and go back and add that little bit. Unfortunately, with Twitter, you cannot edit content, only with Facebook and Instagram. And it's the same way with both. You just hit these three dots I'll show you in a little bit, and you just hit edit posts, and it allows you to edit the content however you need to. So this looks great. One picture, I uploaded a photo. I'm going to schedule this out for next Monday because that's our second to last week that we play. And like I did before, I'm going to schedule it during commuting hours. So now let's show you how to do a photo album, which is much more intense than just scheduling one photo. So you click that same button, but you hit create photo album. And you'll select the images that you want to put on this photo album. You don't have to have all of them right there. You can always add photos later or during this editing session right here. But you need to add a name, a description, and I always use a location, whether that's Indianapolis, Indiana, or the Alexander. It doesn't matter. And you can also choose the date from the photos, or you can pick a date in the future or past. It doesn't matter. And on each of these graphics or images, you can say something about the photo, you can tag people in the photos, but with albums, you can only post right then and there. You cannot schedule the content out, which really stinks, but it's just the way that is versus uploading a photo where you can schedule it out. So here I wanted to show you, like we posted this house life community conversation. Posting your resident events as photo albums is the way to go. People love seeing pictures of themselves. They love commenting and tagging themselves. Mom and dad love seeing them in pictures, showing that they're having fun at their apartment home. Anything like that is great to add on Facebook. So resident events, maybe an album of your model home, all that stuff is great. And if you see that edit tag and ... there, you can edit this album anytime you want to. You can add more pictures, you can tag more people. Photo albums on Facebook are great to have as continuous content that you can always schedule out, or always add content to. And then I also just want to go over two more things here. That you see that learn more under the cover photo of this Facebook page. That is a call to action that we have set on every page, and it's usually a phone call that we want people to do, or we want them to click over to the website. Those are already pre-populated, but you guys can edit them if you want to. You just hover over and then hit edit button down below. And it gives you a series of questions to see what action you want people to take once they visit your page, whether that's message your page, which means you need to check your messages all the time, or you want them to call the property, or they want you to visit the website. It's all up to you, and it's very easy to manage, but those are pre-populated already, part of the branding for you guys. And then last but not least, I want to show you how to edit your picture or edit your posts and then either pin your post to the top of your page. It's the same for Instagram. You just go to that ... there, and you have a lot of options on any post where you can hide it, delete it, edit, or you can pin to the top of your page. Pinning to the top of the page is the way to go if you want people to make sure you see their content. But other than that, that is a brief overview of Facebook. Stay tuned for more to come soon.